Hi everyone, welcome to the Snowflake AI Data Cloud playlist series. My name is Kapil and I am thrilled to have you join on the exciting journey into the world of Snowflake ecosystem. Let me clear you, this video is not sponsored by Snowflake. It is for those tech enthusiasts, data professionals or data engineers who are just curious about Snowflake, the talk of the tech world these days. So if you want to listen about the Snowflake, how this technology is changing the large data canvases in the companies these days, you are in the right place. Powerhouse data cloud platform. So it is redefining how we manage, analyze, and innovate with the data. So nowadays, data knows no boundaries. We all know that. Business analysts, developers, IT, IT teams, tech teams seamlessly collaborate securely with the partners in the ecosystem to harness the insight faster than ever before from the data. So this is kind of a world which Snowflake is currently building up. So Snowflake has many capabilities. Let's talk about few of them in this slide. And so first one is it is a unified data platform. So Snowflake integrate data from multiple sources. It does not have any boundary, like it will not take data from the legacy systems or your cloud data warehouses or your reports. It can integrate data from n number of sources, creating a centralized repository for our organization ecosystem with both structured and unstructured, semi-structured data. The unified approach eliminates silos and enable seamless AI data model training, deployment, analysis. This is what Sequoia Capital is talking about Snowflake, and this is why the kind of word which Snowflake is building is really very much surprising and exciting these days. So talking about the scalability and the performance, the build to handle large data sets sufficiently, Snowflake is ideal for AI workloads that require significant computational power. Its cloud native architecture ensures high performance with dynamic scaling, auto scale up, auto scale down, up, accommodating the fluctuating demands as per the workloads and the jobs which are running into the data ecosystems. Talking about the AI and ML integration, Snowflake supports AI framework and machine learning libraries, enabling user to develop and deploy custom model directly within platform. It provides seamless integration with popular tools like TensorFlow, PyTorch. These are just a few names. There are much more as we go and move into the next slides. Snowflake Marketplace, again, one of the very prominent feature coming out from the Snowflake. User can access pre-trained model data sets and AI applications. So no need to write your model from the scratch. It provides the data sets, it provides the pre-trained model, it exposes them via APIs and other Cortex AI and other technologies. We'll talk about them in much deeper way in the coming sessions. The Snowflake's data marketplace, they accelerate the development process. This ecosystem fosters the collaboration and innovation by providing a ready to use resources, saving lots of time, energy, and resources of any organization. Again, the interoperability and the multi-cloud support, operating across major cloud providers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Snowflake offers flexibility and reduce vendor lock-in. So if your organization is, let's say, working on an Azure as a blob storage we are using, and we think of using an AWS S3 bucket next day. So there is no vendor lock-in and there is an interoperability. This we can switch between the clouds, we can switch between the regions. So cross cloud and cross region collaboration is very much supported by the Snowflake AI data cloud ecosystems. Coming to the next one is the enhanced data governance. So data governance feature ensure compliance with the regulatory standard, implementing the policies like GDPR, CCNA, HIPAA, all of them maintaining the robust security, RBAC kind of features, tag-based masking, role-based access control, making AI data processing secure and compliant. So these all things are also available. So it is also have a data governance layer coming into the picture. Focus on generative AI. Snowflake emphasize generative AI capability. It's include natural language processing. You can directly query the databases. You can create table directly, querying in a form of a natural English language, and the content generation, which simplifies the development of the LLMs, enabling business to extract very deeper insight into the data and the generative AIs. So there are numerous use cases which Snowflake helps, and Snowflake as a platform empowers business to implement the AI solutions for the predictive analysis, customer personalization, fraud detection, operational efficiency. So there are more than 700 plus use cases in the AI ML workloads libraries which Snowflake can easily support. And the other good thing is there is a very fast ROI. Since as we discussed, we are using the pre-trained models. We are achieving a quicker ROI by leveraging the Snowflake's scalable, cost-effective architecture. So this is what's Nasdaq is talking about. This is why there is so much buzz around Snowflake these days. So a very strong ecosystem and very good support. Snowflake partnered with the leading AI and the cloud technology company, enhancing its ecosystem. It offers comprehensive support, and the training resources are also very nice these days, making it accessible for businesses of all sizes to implement. So there is no limitations. Snowflake is really doing a very great thing. So let's go to our next slide and look into the way data is coming out these days. So this is the way our data is generating these days. So data is the bloodshed in any company. We know that. And from past couple of years, the amount of data loads are massive. Data loads are coming. Massive data is generating, and in order to manage this such kind of data, it's very much required an efficient ecosystem. A very large cavalry is required to manage such a huge amount of data. And the other thing is there is very less time to act on such kind of a data. So let's listen about what's the Snowflake CEO, Mr. Sridhar Ramaswamy, one of the very great personality, talks about the AI capability of the Snowflake. We can listen from directly from the conversation about enterprise AI with Snowflake CEO Sridhar Ramaswamy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I am now delighted to be joined by Sridhar Ramaswamy, CEO at Snowflake. Sridhar, always a pleasure sitting down with you.
Great to be here. The buzz around us, it's electrifying, right?
The ecosystem is quite literally moving around us, Sridhar. We're currently in London at Snowflake's World Tour. You have been present at a number of the 23 global stops.
Yep.
What are you hearing from Snowflake's ecosystem, and why is this global approach of activating within regions so essential to the long-term success of the AI Data Cloud?
Ryan, we had an amazing summit, record attendees. But you know what's even more amazing? In each and every one of these events, we're selling out. We're growing at like 50% year on year. The amount of excitement that our customers, our partners have to hear directly in their own hometown about what Snowflake has been up to is pretty amazing to see. Actually talking to a ton of customers, folks within their teams about how they're using Snowflake, what else we can do for them. Being able to talk at an intimate level contributes so much to this expanding ecosystem. That's why these events that our marketing team takes such great pains to organize are so amazing, both for Snowflake, but also our ecosystem of customers and partners.
Great to hear, Sridhar. We are very much in this new era of enterprise AI, where executives across the board are eager to integrate and harness the power of AI. What advice would you like to share with the audience watching on proper implementation?
So let's talk about Snowflake AI Data Cloud workloads. Why are workloads important? So Snowflake AI Data Cloud support all major 9 type of workloads, which are like AI ML workloads, application workloads, data engineering workloads, data warehouse workloads, centralized workloads, data lake workloads, and unistore workloads. So basically, why workloads are important? Each workload represent a different type of a business activity. For example, any workload on data can be done using Snowflake. Retailer use data warehouse workload to analyze the sales trend. Similarly, hospital can use AI/ML workload to predict their disease outbreak. Social media platform can use the data lake workloads to store millions of posts and photos. So in short, workloads are jobs that a data platform like Snowflake is built to handle, allowing business to achieve their goals effectively. So AI/ML is a simplified machine learning operations application, deploy data-driven applications. Data engineering built robust data pipelines, extract, transform, and load. Data warehouse centralized, scalable storage. Data lake handle large amount of raw data, unstructured, semi-structured data, scale unstructured data at a precedent value. A Unistore is streamlined transactional and the analytical workloads. So let's jump to the next slide. So basically, these are the core workloads. So if we look into this layer, let me go back to this slide where we'll talk about the workloads. So we talked about these workloads. So the core workloads, marketplace, and the governed collaboration. So AI ML workloads, we'll talk about them. So AI ML is an artificial intelligent machine learning workload. So think of AI as a teacher and your data as a homework. So Snowflake help the AI, the teacher, access the data homework so it can learn and improve. For example, when Netflix recommends movie based on your preferences, Snowflake might help store and prepare the data for AI algorithms. So this way AI ML workloads work. So AI act as a teacher, you have the data, teacher gives data to student and then students solve those problem and daily they improve on their intelligence. They build their intelligence incrementally. This is how AI ML workloads built into the real-time systems. So let's talk about the application workloads. Imagine you are using a mobile app that track your fitness. So Snowflake provide the app with a place to store all your workout data, so the app can show trends like how many steps you have walked over past week. So that kind of storage of of on the cloud databases is also provided by the Snowflake. So this is called application workloads. So let's jump to the data engineering pipelines creations activity. So data engineering, let's take an example. Think of a chef preparing ingredients for a cooking. So data engineer use Snowflake to clean the messy raw data so it's clean and ready to be used in the analysis or report. So if you think about the real world scenarios, it can be analysis and the report. So this is how the data engineering work pipelines are built these days. So next workload is data warehouse workloads. So think of it as a giant library where all your neatly organized data books are stored. For example, an online store can use Snowflake data warehouse to keep track of all its past orders. So it can quickly find out what sold best last year. So you have that kind of knowledge coming out from your data warehouse workload. Coming back to the data lake workloads, so designed to handle large volume of unstructured data, post photo video in the data lake and the semi-structured data. So data lake, because we are getting huge amount of data these days, so data lake is like a very big swimming pool where you can throw in all type of things, your books, photos, music, videos, and Snowflake help make sense of it. For instance, a social media platform might store millions of unstructured posts, photos and videos in a data lake, and later we can analyze it. Next important workload is Unistore workload. So Unistore workloads are merging transactional and analytical workloads into single platform. Imagine a notebook where you can jot down quick notes, transactions, and also keep a summary of everything you wrote. Analytics, Unistore lets company to do both in one place. For example, a bank might use it to process a real-time transaction and analyzes the trend at the same time. So this is the way Unistore workloads are coming. A trans analytical workloads we can see. So the outer layer, if you can look into this, this is the marketplace layer, which is acting as an app store within the Snowflake data AI ecosystem, which facilitates data and application sharing across ecosystem. And again, there is a governed collaboration. So data governance framework is also coming into the picture. The architecture positions Snowflake as a unified platform catering to diverse data centric use cases from storage to advanced AI integration. So Snowflake essentially act like a marketplace system. So customers can share their data outside of their organizations or within their organization. That depends on their choice. So it help in creating a marketplace or an app store kind of feature on the Snowflake platform. So coming to that, it can help in doing the analysis of the financial data sets, weather data sets, government data sets, all collaborating inside the Snowflake. So here we can see the data access and collaboration within a marketplace. We have the commerce data sets, demographic, economy, energy, government, media, weather data sets, travel, transportation, security, and different kind of data sets are available for the analysis. So we discuss about the data access and collaboration with the data marketplace. Now let's come to the next point. So Snowflake continues to dominate the market with its multi-cloud approach, driving widespread adoption. Recent reports show a staggering increase in enterprise usage across finance, healthcare, and the retail sectors. So let me share the research we have conducted on the type of the job roles Snowflake is currently offering on various portals into the market. Let's jump to that. So here you can look into the Snowflake. The current role is like lead data engineer, IICS, Databricks, and the Snowflake. A collaboration of all three technologies is required, although this is for a very high experience range, but it's offering ETL and ETL development using IICS CDI, including experience with IICS Cloud Console, Power Center designs. Then they have also refers to some SQL Server scripting language, ETL mappings, IICS CDI. So both of them, both of these technologies are coming under the Snowflake ecosystem to make a lead data engineer kind of role. So let's move into the next role. So this is something which is like Snowflake data architect technical role. There's again a very good salary they are offering up. And then there is a Snowflake data architect role. Top IT firms are asking for these kind of roles. So service ability to architect and solution from on-premise to the cloud and create end-to-end data pipelines. Emerging technology, Snowflake is coming into that bucket. So let's move to the next one. This is data warehouse technical manager role, which is Snowflake is experience working as a Snowflake on cloud and DBT data architect. So estimation POCs for a new Snowflake feature. So this is again a very right time to enter into the Snowflake um, environment, since most companies are doing the experimentations, estimating, applying a POC as AI and ML is getting more and more matured these days. Every organization now has AI as a mandatory thing to be applied to their critical work streams, systems, and all those things. So, coming to that scenario, Snowflake is acting as a layer, a kind of ecosystem Snowflake is providing. So, as per our understanding and looking into and hearing all about from the Snowflake teams and all those things, 90% of the organizations are now adapting the Snowflake technology, and this is going to exponentially increase in the coming years. So let's talk about the next role, which is solution architect as a Snowflake. So access and understand the ETL jobs, workflow, BI tools and reports, AWS, along with the future state reference architecture on this available cloud. We'll discuss about IaaS, platform as a service, software as a service, all these things in detail in the upcoming sessions. And any reporting tool experience is also required. Again, the ETL pipelines, multi-cloud experience, and even AWS or Azure is fine with this role also. Let's go to this. So this is some role which is coming from Norway's Informatica and Snowflake. So Informatica is also combining very much, very in a very great shape with Snowflake. That is why we have created this wonderful organization, Infra Snow Cloud Technology, which is giving you the trainings in the cutting edge technologies. And these trainings are not a theoretical part. We will discuss the use cases, we will discuss the real kind of scenarios, how to solve the problem when you are working in an organization. The motto is not the end goal, that is the journey. You should enjoy the journey of learning. You should enjoy the journey of designing, developing, creating the ETL pipelines, working on the real-time projects, understanding what kind of requirement a company is getting here. So again, we'll jump to the next role. It's associate principal data engineering role. Again, it's coming from a very reputed organization, LTI Mindtree. You can see that data modeling, data wall dimensional modeling, it's somewhat related to the data models they are asking us to create. Then validate business data objects for accuracy. And there is something related to the data model, which we'll also discuss about composing metadata and all those things in the upcoming section. Next one is the senior architect role. Senior architect role is the design and implementation role, again designing the ETL pipeline development requirements, working on the Python Spark. PySpark is required, collaboration with DW and BI leads to understand new ETL pipeline development. So you can look into, there is a kind of a similarity. Each organization wants to create something new with the Snowflake, and they want some kind of a POC, some kind of a feature experimentations, triage issues to find the gap in the existing pipeline and fix the issues, creating a new ETL pipeline development. So again, this is a very right point to start these kind of trainings and these kind of understanding around these technologies. So let's jump to the next one, senior data architect role. So again, design, implement and maintain robust data infrastructure, including data lake, pipelines, data warehouse and the ETL process. Again, presenting technical solution, engage with the potential client to define requirement and scope. Is this is again a new kind of a role where the organization is experimenting, wants to build something new on the top of the Snowflake layer. In-depth knowledge of data modeling, warehousing and the ETL process is required, a senior data architect role. Coming to the next role, data architect, Snowflake data. Again, this the candidate should work on the customers, explore possibilities, and design the solutions. A strong background in data lake warehousing concepts, ETL development, modeling, metadata. We'll discuss about all those things. Why I am discussing all of these in the first session, because we should be very much clear about our end goal. So end goal is to have a knowledge of this technology, we should be well versed with the technology, we should well add value to our organizations where we are currently working, we should upscale properly. It should not be a theoretical kind of thing where you are jumping into some kind of a session, you are just memorizing everything but you don't understand the real kind of problem. So we should all add a value to the data governance, data AI cloud ecosystem using Snowflake as a technology. So next role is also Snowflake architect. So we'll discuss more about the roles in the upcoming session. So these are typically architect role, but similarly there are data engineer roles also available. But same sort of things are required, and learning these technologies is very easy because everything is on the UI. You don't have to install multiple softwares or all those things. Basic SQL knowledge which everyone has. Zero copy cloning, we'll learn about this. Time travel, automating them, fail safe feature. We'll all learn about scale up, scale down, t-shirt sizes, and all those things we'll discuss in our upcoming session. So SQL experience is also required for this session. So this is a bit about all the job roles I want to share with you before jumping into the next slide. So there is lots and lots of opportunity in this space. This is a very right time to start working on this technology to scale up. So guys, this program is designed to help everyone, including those without a Snowflake background, to understand and engage with the real-time scenarios of how Snowflake operates. Hit like and subscribe to stay updated. Let's catch up in the next video of this playlist.